Alright guys, Konbawa or good evening I would say. Once again is Kawaii Boat or Akeno Misaki-san back once again. Alright, I will be doing some Destroyer commentary videos. So right now I have finished research on the Japanese Destroyer from Tier 2 Yumikaze, Wakataki, Isokaze, Musuki, Fubuki, Akatsuki, Kagero, Yugumo, and lastly Shimakaze. Alright, for the Japanese Destroyer, some are quite easy to play, some are not quite easy to play, as in low tier are more to fun and easy. As for you proceed to mid tier, for us to proceed to mid tier, from Isokaze and Musuki along, you will find a little bit challenging because due to the limited amount of the torpedo tubes, the torpedo launchers, and the guns due to the limited firepower plus the long reload speed of the torpedo launchers. As you proceed to higher mid tier, which is Fubuki, Akatsuki, that's where the fun part begins. But it also required skills and better tactics. For Fubuki and Akatsuki, both of them are the same, not the same, but almost the same. However, Fubuki just lack of one of the guns, so it lack of the firepower, but also lack of the speed and the maneuver ability itself. However, her torpedoes are quite very superior, can say much better than Akatsuki for being the stock Fubuki itself. As you proceed to Akatsuki, that's where the fun part begins, where your ship can travel up to 39 knots for the default stock speed itself if you do not have the equipment. And proceed on to high tier, tier 8, tier 9, that's where the nightmare begins. That's where you will get to struggle from the from the mid tier itself, because in mid tier you getting used to play the fast and maneuver ability ships. However, when you get to tier 8 to tier 9, that's where the real struggling begins, because of the speed being severely decreasing. The torpedo launchers are very long long time reloading, and also the steering itself plus the weak A abilities. For tier S Shimakaze, tier 10 Shimakaze, that's the fun part begin. But let's proceed back to tier 2. Alright, tier 2 Yumikaze. The the advantage for Yumikaze is it is a very fast destroyer. Can say better than Campbelltown. Most people I know, right, or the so-called the pros, the unicorns, my friends, they like to play Yumikaze because it's fast, and the damage for the torpedo also is quite superior for the tier itself. And no other ship is better than Yumikaze. As you can see, Yumikaze torpedo tube is reloading is 24 seconds with the equipment itself, and damage is 2180, quite superior. The con part for the Yumikaze itself is just lack of the guns, not quite much better as Samson's. Let's proceed on to Wakataki. Alright, Wakataki, another tier 3 destroyer. Also quite very famous for people to YOLO on it, as in seal clubbing. I mean, most of my friends, my free mates does that as well. The torpedo tubes is quite superior, speed is 61 knots, and damage is 2700, equivalent almost to 3000, not bad. And reload speed is 31 seconds, which is most of people will use that. Proceed on to Isukazi. Alright, Isukazi for the tier 4 destroyer is quite very special because the speed is as you see from tier 3 and tier 4, the reloading speed, there's no difference, take 2 seconds, everybody can manage it. But the range is the special, 6.90 km. That's where you start to do real long range hunting with battleships and cruisers. For Isukazi, you can play two ways. Either you play attacking style or defensive style. But most of the people I see, they always like to play attacking style, rushing. Because of the unique torpedo launchers being placed, you can really plan on how to placing your torpedo launchers in a specific way to engage a ship itself. Does not require like Fubuki, Akatsuki, and all the torpedo tube launchers are being combined together. Yeah. And proceed. This is Kamikaze, which is a premium tier 5 destroyer. It works like Isukazi, but much better than Isukazi. The speed is the speed is 40 knots. 40.55, let's say it's 41 actually, equivalent to a stock Shimakaze speed itself. This destroyer is famous because most of the run battles, people like to use Kamikaze because of its superior speed and the torpedo launchers, very fast reloading, the damage as well also, and most people will really like to use this because of the speed, where you could start to throw people as well if you know to play well. But in normal standard battles, not much people will use this ship, don't know why. Proceed on to Musuki. That's where the challenging part begin, because Musuki only possess 6 torpedo tubes and reloading is 47 seconds, which is quite long, and it lack of the AA firepower plus the guns, so it lack of firepower too, so not quite really a very attacking style ship. So recommend just play taking a distance between enemy ships from you and the enemy itself. If not, you really have no chances. However, I have seen a lot of Musuki players, they like to play attacking style, which is rushing and then get destroyed by the enemy in the end. For Fubuki, nothing to say. Fubuki was quite doing very well. However, she got nerfed during the update 1.0 back in January, where her consumer was being nerfed by the developer itself due to majority of the players not complaining, I would say saying that the consumer itself was too superior and most of the ship cannot detect it, so they nerfed down her consumer, which is a surface detection, which is decrease her consumer, where ships will more likely easy to detect her itself, but developers also buff her survivability, which is a ship hit points around plus 500, I guess, if I'm right. For Fubuki, her there's nothing wrong with her speed. Her speed is quite worse when it comes to stock, but when you fully equip the equipment and also the elite the ship itself, she can do quite well, perform very excellent, I mean, because her torpedoes are quite superior. Nobody can really withstand it. Range is 8.74 km. Reload speed is 47 seconds. Yeah, that's everybody know that. The speed is almost to 70 knots. Damage is 4000, which is quite a very, very dangerous target to everyone, including the cruisers itself. Normally, I play Fubuki, I will like to play long range target, because rushing is not the correct way. However, It just depends on the game style. Akatsuki, the real fun part. The real fun part for Akatsuki is the speed of the ship can travel up to 41 knots. Can let's say it's a stock Shimakaze speed as well. 9 torpedo tubes, launchers I mean. Once again, it's 47 seconds reload speed. Same with Fubuki, nothing changes. Speed is 69.35. Same with Fubuki itself, no changes. But however, the range is being decreased. Oh no, same I mean. Damage is still the same, 4000. But if you look into armory, yeah, it's the same. Akatsuki can be a very fun ship because due to her speed and her AA firepower guns is much better than Fubuki itself, and plus her additional one more guns for her itself could be quite interesting. Most of people like to use Akatsuki, but not really know how the exact way to play. For Kagero is a nightmare for everyone because once everybody research the Kagero, they will think that finally, yes, I have a tier 8 destroyer. I can finally kill someone. But they didn't realize that the Kagero was a very quite struggling destroyer for everyone to use because due to her speed, due to her dropping of speed and the torpedo launchers plus the long reload speed and the lack of the AA firepower, she's really quite a very struggling ship for everyone to play. For Kagero gameplay style, I would say it depends on players. They can choose to play attacking style, which is YOLOing close to enemy ships, or play defensive style, which is like me always like to play long range attacking torpedoes, chasing people out from the capturing base itself, and that's all, chasing an enemy away. But it just depends on play style. Just that Kagero is very slow for her being a stock without any equipments, without being elite. She's a very hard struggle. As for Yugumo, no difference from Kagero, is being the same, slow as well, weak AA firepower. Torpedo launchers are very long reloading. The same gameplay style, just that no difference. Yeah. However, recently I heard from the developers itself is say that they are planning to bring back the torpedo reload eye skills mode for tier 8 and tier 9 destroyer itself because of their long reload speed of the torpedo launchers. So they are going to bring back the torpedo reload eye mode skills, which is what the premium light cruiser Wang He have. That is a skills where the torpedo launchers are either instantly reloaded or help to decrease the amount of the time to reload the torpedo launchers itself, which is quite a very useful for Kagero and Yugumo because due to their 57 seconds reloading and 67 seconds reloading, which is almost 1 minute plus already of the battle time, which is, let's say, not everyone can afford on that. Proceed on to Shimakaze. Shimakaze is the best destroyer in tier 10 ever. 15 torpedo tubes, traveling at 43 knots for the stock speed itself, not stock speed, for elite and equipment. Being a stock, she traveled around at 40 to 41 knots, and her torpedo launchers is 5 times 3, 600 torpedoes. Damage is 5000 plus. Speed is 72 knots, quite superior, and the reloading time is quite very traumatic. Not traumatic, I'll say. Quite a nightmare though. 74 seconds. Almost 1/4 of the better timing already. But the unique style for Shimakaze is she can take down a full HP Yamato and Montana, whether it's being elite or not, because due to her elite skills. Oh, sorry. Due to elite skills, advanced torpedo, which is plus 3% on the damage itself and plus 7% on the torpedo chance of flooding, which is really quite very useful on it. Most of the ships are sunk either boats or players. I always tend to, if it's on boats, I will judge on the amount of HP itself before whether to either launch 5, 10 or 15 torpedo at the enemy. But if it's a player, I will surely use all, because to maximum the damage and to ensure that that target is being vaporized itself straight away, so it won't get to repair or get to heal if my torpedoes did not successfully manage to sunk the target itself. But that's my style. So I already explained all the tier 2 to tier 10 destroyers for Japanese Navy. So what I will say to everyone is Japanese destroyer is quite easy to play, but just require some tactics and knowledge on it. As for high tier, it just really being a very struggling for me. Well, that's all from me, and I guess I will see you guys again for the update 1.3 which is on next week, where I will start to do some commentaries as well. So if nothing else, that's all for me. See you guys, have a good time, have a great battle, farewell and fair seas ahead. See you, bye.